Hey, you guys, it's Sara B, and I'm so excited to have BradQuan on my show. BradQuan Copeland, Weirdly Podcast, one
Hell
of my
yes.
favorite thinkers, one of my favorite writers, all around great guy, great stories. I've been dying to have you on my show since you've had me on your show.
Hell yes, hell yes. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Of course.
It is absolutely rocking to be here, man. I am absolutely honored. Let me just say, just slight correction, weird and airy.
Weird and airy. What did I say?
Weirdly.
Weirdly?
I mean, weird. I mean, hey, we are all weirdly imperfect, right? So I get it. You know what I mean? I just was.
I play. No. We got to say the right thing at the right time. I have it in my head, like the weird podcast, because I remember we were talking, and I'd be like, "Can I talk about this? Can I talk about that?" And
it
you're like,
was. So the
it's
thing,
a weird podcast. The name weird is in there. I'm like,
yes,
fair enough.
So the thing about it is, like, I changed it to weird and airy because, for trademarking purposes, we haven't trademarked it yet. We're in the process of doing that, but for trademarking purposes, it'll be a hell of a lot easier to obtain that. You know what I mean? With the name with weird and airy than weird, only because there's somebody else who has the acronym weird. It's a different acronym. But
really? Okay.
Yeah, and I did like the research as to, like, because you have to know, like, if there's a chance of it becoming like if it's a chance of, like, consumers getting the two businesses confused and whatnot. Sure. And I mean, we had a shot at being able to get it, but at the same time, it's best to have something that really just stands out. You know, there's a lot of space to enter into the podcast market, but even still it is oversaturated. So anything that helps you stand out, name, whatever have you, I'd rather just take that route to make it easier for us. So yeah, that's why I changed that name. And I just feel like it kind of does a little bit more to bridge the gap between what's weird and what's normal, because weird is the only normal. And I just to combine the two, I love it.
Absolutely.
Let me ask. I can't curse, right?
We prefer you not, and there are definitely some really, really key words we don't want used. I won't say it into the mic.
I figured
those
that.
2 words.
Okay, yeah. Okay, fair enough. It's good to know because I naturally have a potty mouth, so I will be sure to keep it clean.
I'm so proud of myself. I haven't messed up yet. And we can always do a retake if need be, but no, we're pretty loose about most things. It's those key words. We're like, hey, if you could just not use those words, but some of the songs we've had on, not all of them are censored.
100%.
I've gotten some songs through where I'm like, that was not the clean version. But it's the Weird and Airy podcast. I always call it BradQuan's podcast, so that's a much more professional sounding.
Yes.
This podcast is awesome, you guys. Go check it out on YouTube. I pinned our interview together at the top of my Facebook page because
rock and roll. Okay.
I love that you invited me, and
Absolutely.
I loved our dialogue. Our conversation was mostly focused around, many things, but mental health was a biggie.
100%.
And if you watch it, you can see me almost knock out a big tower of postcards that was behind me. I did not. I was well behaved in public, but we had a great conversation. I've been spying some of your other podcast episodes. Tell me a little bit about the selection process for your guests, because you've got some great people on there, and I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the others.
Well, make no mistake, you are certainly a part of the part of the greatness. Sorry,
thank you. That was very nice of you to say.
It's a fact. You know what I mean?
You, sir.
God, the truth is free. So I love to throw it out there whenever I can. But I'll be honest with you, Sarah. There really is, for the most part, there really isn't much of a selection process. I love people, and if I see, I don't care if you're homeless. I don't care if you have a platform already. It doesn't matter to me who you are. Everybody has a story to tell. And if I'll lay it out for people, like I'll hit people up randomly, you know what I mean? Okay. And I'll explain it. I'm as transparent as possible. And if it's something that they're interested in, we make it happen. And if not, no biggie. But I just seek people who are, I just seek humans. You know, and that's really it. I mean, hey, listen, you know, black, white, gay, straight, you know what I mean, male, female, what it is, none of that matters. You know what I mean? Like I said, homeless, rich, business owner, 9 to 5, whatever. You know what I mean? If you are a human, you have a place on this platform. We are all philosophers because we all think about how to better live. You know what I mean? And I like to highlight that. Big on the psycho philosophy aspect because we all think. We're all thinkers. The
Sure.
psychology of us, that's just inherent to who we are. And how we think has a major impact on how it is we live. So that's the connection between the psychology and the philosophy. So I combine those two, and just to let everybody know, like, listen, like, you're valuable. Your humanity is beautiful, and you deserve to be heard, man. Everybody has something to offer. You know, a wise man named Justin Coe. He's the CEO of Son of Egg in Rensselaer. Highly recommend checking that place out. The food is amazing.
Okay.
He said, "Your neighbor is you." And that's something that sticks out to me because so often we look toward these people in these high places of status and achievement. We look to them for inspiration. And make no mistake, they obviously have a lot of gems to offer. But your next door neighbor, the person that you take for granted, hell, the bum in front of the gas station asking for money, they have gems to
Of course.
offer you. You know what I mean? That's what makes us beautiful, you know. And
Of
I
course.
just want to highlight the beauty that we take for granted because, and I say this before, I said it before, I'll say it again. This world doesn't run without us regular people. That
Yeah.
said, we are valuable as hell, and we deserve to be highlighted for what we bring to the table and take for granted on a daily basis. And I want to do that because it's just I refuse to allow myself to be undervalued. I refuse to view myself as that at this stage of my life. So if I can help it, I refuse to allow other people to view themselves in that light as well.
These values, these perspectives that you hold come through in just the way you ask questions and the way you guide the conversations in your podcast. Like everything you're saying, I'm like, I mean, I know that from talking to you, but like if I pretend like I've never met you before and I watch different interviews and my own with you, it
Yeah.
comes through. It comes through in the way you, for lack of a better term, the way you care. Like you really pay attention to those things that you
Absolutely.
just talked about. Like it comes out in you. And I've really enjoyed all of your conversations. How has it been going? I know it's a general question, but from a behind the scenes perspective, are you obviously you're happy with the way things have been going, but I'm very curious, like at this stage in it, now that you've started putting them out, how you feel about things or think about things.
I mean, we are slowly chugging, you know. I mean, obviously the Instagram started with 0 followers. We're now at what, like, I don't know, what, 246. I mean, hey,
Great.
that's a lot for us, you know what I mean?
Sure,
You know what
sure.
I'm saying? You know, we had 0 subscribers on YouTube. We have what, 27 now. I mean, and that's all within the matter of a month. You know what I mean?
Excellent.
So, you know, slowly but surely, our fan base is growing. The viewership we get on the viewership we get on our YouTube posts, like the shorts and whatever have you. I noticed that those numbers are steadily growing. You know, so people are tuning in, and it's something that I'm grateful for. I mean, I gotta be honest, Sarah. If it's just like 2 consistent views per video or whatever have you, I'm grateful that somebody is paying attention. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So I'm grateful for the people who give their time to little old me, really, and you know, pay attention to the dialogues that I have within the community. And I'll tell you, having these conversations, it's medicinal for me. So I'm constantly just out there having these conversations with people because I need it. I'm somebody that I'm very introspective. We talked about overthinking. You know what I mean?
Overstanding.
Absolutely. And that's something that is inherent to me, and it's a gift and a curse. I mean, it's just an aspect of a productive brain, which can at times be overproductive, and it's imperative for me to take myself out of myself in order to get a better understanding of reality. You know what I mean? In order to ground myself in reality, and I do that by entering the world of others.
Sure.
However it is I'm struggling, somebody else can very much not only let me know that my problems that I'm hyper focused on aren't that big of a deal,
Of course.
but they can show me how to better live. You know what I mean? We can come. I can come to that understanding through our shared realities. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just I have this insatiable appetite to just learn. I value intellectualism, creative intellectualism. I value that more than anything. I will die on that mountain, on that hill, mountain, whatever. I don't care. And it's just being able to utilize the people of the community as educators.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, that is that is the best school. It's free. You know what I mean?
It's free and it's vast.
100%. You can
like
learn something from everybody, and I think back to like ancient Greece and stuff, and these philosophers, these great thinkers, they would just go around and they'd be walking barefoot in their togas and they're just talking. they're just yakking, they're yapping, they're ranting, they're raving, they're going it, man, but they're learning.
Yeah.
And they're embracing epistemic humility, and that's the openness to being wrong on the path to becoming right. They weren't afraid to just put themselves out there. You know what I mean? Because each one can teach one.
Exactly. Yeah.
And listen, will we ever bring back the essence of ancient Greece? No. I mean, there's a reason why the society collapsed. But there's certain aspects of it that I think we can apply to current day that I think can help us thrive substantially. And that's something I do with this. So to answer your question, because I clearly love to go on tangents.
Me too.
It's going fantastic. It's
awesome.
going so good. I did have to kind of take a step back. I had some unexpected conflicts come up. So I had to push back some interviews that I had scheduled for this weekend, just to give myself space to breathe. So I'm not
That's smart.
Yeah, just so I'm not overworked. I take this so seriously, Sarah. I'm telling you, I am shooting for the moon with this.
I was just about to ask you what your future goals and visions were. This is a nice segue to that. By the way, for anyone listening, we are wearing togas.
Rock and roll, yeah, absolutely.
Live in studio. But no, I wanted to pick your brain about what you saw for the future or hoped or envisioned.
Yeah, so I mean, we're starting locally. It's important to get that local support. You know what I mean? It starts at home first. You got to make sure you got a solid home base, and from there, I want to start off local, then go national across the country,
Nice.
and eventually worldwide. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
I want this to be huge. You know what I mean? I want to have millions of subscribers, millions of views. I want to highlight the inherent beauty, intelligence, humanity of every citizen. Well, not every citizen, but any citizen that is going to give me the opportunity. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? To converse with them. I want to just give these people a platform. I've spent so much time feeling misunderstood. And I've hated people because of that. And you can't hate what you don't love. You know what I mean? I have,
Fair.
you know what I mean? So, and through examining that, I understood that, you know, I stood, I stood in, I stood in the way of that. Like my hatred for other people came from my lack of ability to understand myself. And once I did that and understood that instead of me resisting my quirks, just me giving myself to them, I was able to immerse myself more so within people because I no longer cared about being judged. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like I am who I am, and that just is what it is. And that mentality has helped me feel more comfortable around people. And in order to in giving myself to that, I've found such a strong sense of community, and it's helped me, you know, hold a mirror up. Because generally, when you hate something, you hate something because it's like you're seeing aspects in yourself in this person or this thing that we hate, right?
Absolutely, you
You know what I
betcha.
mean? You know,
Not that people like to admit that
Yeah.
sometimes, but yeah,
I felt
that's in there.
yes, I felt misunderstood by others because I couldn't understand myself. Once I understood myself, and I understood that we're all connected, we're all in this together. You know what I mean? Same book, different page, same disease. We just exhibit our symptoms differently. There is a connecting point that we all share 100%, and we can all get there as long as we have the patience to do so. You know, I am I refuse to miss opportunities to build with others because of how they appear at the surface. You
Okay.
know,
I get that.
yeah. I mean, listen, it's not us versus them. It's just us. The only
That's well said.
100%. The only thing standing in our way is ourselves. It's you versus yourself. You know what I mean? You know, and as long as you can, what a King Louis the Sun King. Oh God, King Louis the 16th, XVI.
I think it's the 16th, yeah.
Yeah, the Sun King. He said, there is little that can withstand a man who can conquer himself. You can conquer thyself. Listen, there's nothing we can't accomplish. And me learning how to conquer my own ego, you know, insecurities and whatnot, that's put me closer into the essence of what it means to be human. And it brought me to finally being able to execute on this idea I had for this podcast that's been, you know, in the works in my mind since 2021. You know, listen, but unfortunately, excess drug use kept me from kept me from really pulling the trigger on that.
Okay.
That said, don't do drugs, people. Stay away from it. I don't care how fun it is. I don't care how good it feels. It will do you nothing but harm. So,
Of course.
you know what I mean? Please, people, stay away. Make better decisions. Let's value serotonin instead of dopamine. All right,
Right.
please.
Invest in yourself.
Yeah, yes, you know what I mean. Dopamine, I need it now. Serotonin, I want it, but I'm good without it. Let's stay there. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
Exactly.
But yeah, just going through the trials and tribulations of just everything that was happening in me, the battles that I was constantly fighting, the hatred, the self-talk that was constantly perpetuated, just me being able to finally conquer that by coming at peace with it. It's just put me in such a place where I love myself, and I love everything that surrounds me, and I see the beauty within the people that most of us just we overlook.
Yes.
And I want to give what I wish I would have had in my time of need. And
Okay.
yeah, and this
That's
helps.
beautifully put.
Yes, thank you. And this helps me do that. You know, a lot of the times we just want somebody to listen.
Oh gosh.
You know what I mean?
How many times have you, I mean, you and I have different backgrounds, but the misunderstanding, feeling so misunderstood and having those strong feelings about it, we just wanted someone to really listen.
That's it. You know what I mean?
Not just hear us, listen.
You know what I mean? See me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know, like I just want, you know, and I want to paint the humanity of people beyond flesh. And it sounds wild, but I'm an artist. That's just how I communicate.
Sounds inspiring to me.
100%. I'm glad you say that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My friend John calls me weird. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I want to paint people's humanity beyond flesh. I want to understand your spirit. I want to get into the nucleus of you. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, it's like Tupac said something beautiful. He said, I might not change the world, but I can provide the spark in somebody. I might be able to provide the spark in somebody who can.
Yeah.
By listening to people, by seeing them, that may be all that's necessary.
Right.
For somebody to believe in themselves enough and for them to be able to execute on, for them to be able to see their potential and go toward the steps to meeting said potential. And once that happens, man, you never know what's possible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's true.
Not to get political, but if Trump can be in office, I mean, anybody can do it. You know what
Harry and Meghan kind of shook up the British royalty. Trump became president. You know, you can do anything.
That's what I'm saying.
Anything's
you know,
possible. I always say if you bet on yourself, even if you don't win, which you probably will, but let's say you don't win, you're not going to lose.
Yes.
So do the thing.
Yes.
Whatever that thing or things are.
Do the thing.
Do the thing, thing or things. Whatever you got up your sleeve. Do you feel like this love of interviewing people for a podcast, do you find parallels with your writing when you interview somebody? Or do you find it like a whole different animal? This is just from somebody who likes to interview people. What your thoughts are on that? Because I've read your interviews in the Experience Monthly, and I see you doing your podcast, and you're crushing it. And I always wonder, like, do you find similarities or more differences? This is me being nosy.
The only difference really is like when I write, I can iron out the wrinkles of my consciousness. Whereas when I'm in the moment and I'm conversing with people, it's like it's just raw consciousness. You know what I mean? So it's like I may stumble on my words because all this stuff I'm getting out, like it's just like I think in real time. You know what I mean? So a lot of the times, like I'm like I'll just let my consciousness flow and I'll like stumble on words or whatever have you or thoughts because like I'm thinking faster than I can articulate. You know what I mean?
Totally get it.
So like that's really the only difference. I mean, I guess when I write, there's more time to sculpt. There's more time to sculpt my subject. I have more time and more freedom to really sculpt the beauty of them through metaphors and abstractions and whatnot. You know what I mean? Because there's only so much I'm gonna be able to think in real time to be able to highlight people or the situation. But when I'm writing, you know what I mean? It's just like there's no bounds, there's no limits there. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So I definitely have more freedom to be able to highlight them in that way, which reminds me, I really need to get back to writing. John Brainer, if you're watching this, John Brainer is an incredible artist who lives in Poughkeepsie. I interviewed him back in April or May. I need to write that piece because it's been too damn long. I've been so busy, and you know but there's a difference between being busy and productive, right? When you are busy, you're just moving like a chicken with its head cut off. But when you're productive, it's like it's more linear.
Yeah, more accomplishment, less busy work.
Yeah, you know what I mean? No, I've been the former, you know what I'm saying? So I need to settle myself, and I have some time off of work, and I'm going to get to that literary work, which I will be presenting to Experience, because I really want to highlight him. He is just a remarkable artist. I mean, the time, the effort, the detail, the fortitude, just the integrity of this man's craft. It's phenomenal. This guy deserves to be highlighted. And I appreciate his patience with me.
You rock, John.
yes, rock and roll. That man is a rock star. Damn it, he's Axl Rose. And
I can't wait to read it.
yeah. So That's something I definitely need to do. But I'm sorry. What was the question?
Oh, I was asking just your thoughts on doing like an interview type
Yes,
of written
yes,
versus
yeah.
a podcast, just the different perspectives from which you interview people. By the way, if you want to check out BradQuan's writing, I believe if you go to Experience Month, the radiox.com, and you poke around in the Experience, if you search by author's name, it pulls up everything that you've done.
Yes,
So
yes.
I encourage you to go check out BradQuan Copeland. I think you can do that with photographers too. Anybody who's
Absolutely.
contributed, if you do a little search on their name on the website, and that way, if people want to read you as well as watch and listen to your podcast, they can look
Absolutely.
up what you've done with us so far. And you're prolific. You've done quite a bit. How long have you been writing for us? I'm so embarrassed. I don't remember how long
It's all
I've been
good.
reading you.
I've been writing for Experience Monthly since October of 2025.
Okay, I
Yeah,
was close. I was going to say about a year.
yeah,
I'm
about
so
that.
close.
Yeah, it came. I found myself out of work for circumstances beyond my control, and instead of succumbing to the depression that was inevitable from, not being able to work and earn, I decided to put myself out there through my poetry. There was a project, Rebirth and Odyssey of Oddity, which is a poetry project that will eventually get released. I'm still refining it. But I decided to put myself out there and just go to open mics just to keep myself, occupied, staying productive.
Sure.
And I again came to an event. It was in Cohoes. Dave Sutliff. Shout out to him. That guy's a rock star too.
Yes,
Hell
he
of
is.
an
Hello,
artist.
David.
He was hosting an open mic, and I performed. And Seth Cassell, shout out to him.
Hey, my radio neighbor.
I have interviews with them both that will be coming out in due time. Seth noticed my work. He showed love, and he told me, "Hey, you should reach out to Liam Sweeney." Shout out to Liam Sweeney. Guy's a genius. Incredible writer. Just incredible human being.
Yes.
Love you, bro, for real.
Lots of vision. He has a lot of vision.
100%. You know what I mean? He gave me the opportunity to write for Experience, to have a column. And then, Christopher Ebbs, shout out to him. You want to talk about an uncut gem? You know what I mean? That
He's
guy.
wonderful.
Oh my God, I love him. And I got an interview with him that will be coming out.
Wow,
sometime
that'd be
soon.
great.
Yes. The guy's a rock star.
He
man.
did a great photo of you when he was doing like headshots for everybody. I remember he did a great one for you.
He did,
He
yeah.
got Rob with his sunglasses on, which was so Rob. He came to our home and did shots, and I was able to gently push Chris in front of the camera. We got some great pictures of Chris.
Christopher Ebbs is awesome. I mean, he's behind the camera, man. That's just like his. That's his. What is it? Who had the sword? Was it Excalibur? Was that Sir Lancelot?
I think so.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, if he's Lancelot, like, his Excalibur is that camera. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Yeah, you know
Is
what
that
I'm
an
saying?
analogy or a metaphor?
Symbolism.
Symbolism.
Yeah, 100%.
Very symbolic.
I mean, I think at this point, I kind of use them synonymously at
So
this
do I.
point. I don't
Okay,
even
phew.
think about it. You know what I mean? I just
Good.
say it, whatever it is.
So
it
do I.
is. You know. But yeah, no, he is. He's a rock star, and he told me to start interviewing people. We went to the roller derby. I was just gonna cover the
Really?
event. Yeah, the Albany roller derby. He told me to come to the event with him. He was gonna take pictures. I was just gonna cover it. He recommended me that I interview people. I'm like, I don't know how to help interview people. How am I supposed to do that? And he just said, just do the thing. Essentially, that's what he said. Just do it. You know what I mean? And
Good for you, Christopher.
Yeah,
That
and
was cool. You got him to interview somebody.
100%. And I mean, from that,
He
I
started.
mean, I've been shaking and moving ever since. You know what I mean? And yeah, I mean, not for nothing. Like, I mean, Chris is everybody I mentioned. Including Art Fredette. another rock star. I love that guy, man. Highly intelligent, great writer, great man.
Yes.
All of these guys are the reason why I'm able to do what I'm doing and to be able to highlight the beauty that is humanity, because they believed in me, and they gave me a platform, and they saw the potential in me, and because I didn't. I didn't think I could interview people or anything like that. Hell, I didn't really think that I could write like columns or essays or anything like that. Like, I mean, outside of like poetry or whatever have you, like it's been years since I wrote any essays or anything. You know what I mean? So I was really rusty in that regard. But just having those people that believed in me and encouraged me,
Yeah.
and didn't let me settle, you know what I mean?
Didn't let us settle.
You know, and just the, you know, it really, it's like it watered that seed that I left unnurtured. It was in the soil, but it wasn't getting anything. You know what I
Right.
mean? And these guys just came with their water, and they just fed it and fed it and fed it, and then suddenly and slowly but surely it's blooming. And yeah, I mean, you know, Weirdinary was born because of the support of Experience Monthly. I mean, you know.
Yeah. I wonder if those guys know how many people they nurtured. I wonder how many people they nurtured, because I'm hearing similarities with your story, my story, a few other people, and I'm like, I wonder how many people he gave that special water to.
You know,
The seeds plant and germinate, and
if he never finds out the exact number, it's imperative that all those people know that they did it for me, they did it for you, and you know, they need to understand their value. Those guys are priceless people.
you guys better be listening too.
You know what
I
I
bet
mean?
you Rob's in the hallway listening right now.
I'm sure. Shout out
Smittix.
Rob Smittix. You know what I mean?
Have you ever been a DJ?
Never been a DJ.
Oh, you should do the Experience Me.
I have a problem. I mean, maybe like, you know what I mean? Like, just like, is it sort of just like creating your playlist and just kind of like rocking out with it, sort of like that?
I look at it as designing music. I'm designing a playlist, and I'm interjecting with interviews with people, or my commentary on things, or what's going on in the community, or
Interesting.
you could try it. For Experience Me, it's mostly your playlist, but you know, Rob wants you to do talking points. So if you're comfortable, which I think you might be.
Fair enough.
All right, we gotta go bum rush Rob and ask him to make you an Experience Me DJ. BradQuan, thank you so much for being on my show. Would you like to try being a DJ right now?
Yeah, sure. Why
All right,
not?
coming up we have Elastica.
What? I guess. Oh, wait. Was it Elastica?
Hole and Pet Shop Boys.
And Pet Shop Boys.
Coming up on Sara B on the X.
Yes.
Every Thursday, 6 to 7. Where?
At Experience Monthly.
Radio X.
Radio X.
The home of some of the greatest thinkers and creatives
Absolutely.
I've ever met. BradQuan, it was an honor to have you on my show. I'm going to get you on my podcast.
Please. We're
We're going to make that happen. We
Oh
got
my
to exchange numbers.
Yes.
That
we
was
will.
so funny earlier. I'm like, hey, the Weirdinary's calling me. Chris is like, the what? I'm like, it's BradQuan.
Please follow me on Instagram.
I was just going to say, where can people find you?
Yes, Weirdinary Podcast on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, on Substack, on Spotify. I have a website, BradQuanCopelandAuthor.com.
Yes.
You can see there's a link to my poetry book, my poetry, my other prose, as well as my writings for Experience Monthly. You can there's links to the podcast as well. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I'm missing anything. I think that's
I'll
everything.
share all the things.
Yes.
Because you know I love to promote.
Rock and roll.
Absolutely. And don't forget to sign the poster.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
gotta sign the poster.
Which one?
It's out in the lobby. It's the Radio X poster of Al.
Okay.
That we make everyone sign. It's like Radio X history.
Okay, rock and roll. Absolutely. Rock and roll.
Thank you so much for being on my show. You're the best.
Thank you for having me. Absolutely.
Anytime. We're gonna get you to be a DJ next.
Yes. Yes.
All right, you guys. Hey, that was awesome.
Absolutely. Wow. I was so comfortable with that. It's like time just flew by.
I know. I looked over and I'm like, oh, Jeez.
How long did we go for?
I usually do 10, 15 minutes. Subtracting, it's just over a half hour. See, about half the show is you.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Man, absolutely. Jeez.
All right, let me grab Rob.
Oh yes, I can go ahead and take it.
Because I think you should experience me.
Fair enough.